Alright, I'm gonna record some PosChengband today. This is a fresh character that will probably get killed. It's a lazy demigod device master focused on scrolls. The plan is to die horribly, but if we can't manage to do that, then maybe we'll end up with some really cool late game lazy stuff. So let's see. We want to... Oh, I just turned off my monitor by accident. That's noob. Okay. Let's get the starter quest. From the Thieves' Hideout, let's see what today's special wanted monster is. Kobold. That's actually pretty good, because we can actually do that. It's not some super high-end monster. And then the unique wanted list that we've got. Okay, some early ones. Nothing super early except for Frisia. Robin Hood you can kind of do early in some situations. The Borshin, again, you can do early in some situations. He's kind of tanky. Multi-Hued Centipede is pretty easy relative to other stuff of its level. What else is down there? Okay. But a lot of that probably won't matter. We'll probably die first. Let's, oh nice. Cheap potion of cure critical, but we start with, like, no money because of the lazy personality. Well, also cheap phase door. So that's really nice. Once we get a little bit, we'll be able to use that. It's a shame there's no potion of heroism. We'd like that. But okay, I'll take a scroll of light and inscribe it so that I can read it with the L key. What I want to check for is some bolts or arrows to throw. And in fact, nice, we have bolts, which are the best ones because they're 1d5. Let's get a bunch of those. 10 of them maybe. And then yeah, that's probably all we need. We can get yeah, we can't even afford the cloak. So we cannot probably take the test right away. But let's also inscribe these bolts with at, I think it's V1 for throwing. Yeah, it is. So Grey Mold, Rat. Because we're a demigod of Zeus, even though it'll take forever for us to level up, we will have actually pretty good... Alright, we have to equip a torch. Early game damage because we have an aura of electricity. So when monsters melee us, we get a free lightning attack on them. And lightning's sort of hard to resist. Single brass lanterns are pretty nice. I find that they're very frequently, although not always, ego. So we're going to equip it, try to activate it to see if it's illumination. It is not. It could have been cursed, of course, so there's a small risk in equipping it there, but I think that one is worth it usually. Not for a lot of curses, but for the single lantern, that's pretty good. We're just trying to get a little bit of experience here before the Thieves quest, because we're not a melee class directly. I mean, we will use a lot of melee. We do get 5 blows once we're maxed out later in the game. But we're lazy personalities, so we're going to arbitrarily miss a bunch of our attacks, and the bandits in the Thieves quest can kind of mess you up. So there's Frisia. Nice. So see there, she died to our electricity aura. It destroyed the corpse though. That's not good. Oops, that's the auto destroyer. I'm sending this note because some folks are watching me over Termcast as well, I think. That's really sort of awkward that we won't get that early potion of speed. Yeah, we did have that was one of the wanted monsters, right? Wanted, no, wrong one. Wanted monsters. Frisia, yeah. That's a kind of a problem. Not a huge one, but it does suck to not have a... Yeah, obviously the corrupted average. Fortunately, clubs are actually good at throwing. They're good for being thrown. So I will keep it for a little bit since we have the inventory space. There's no real reason to lose it. Can dig this out, yeah. But you can see pretty far. Oh, because this is a lit tunnel, probably. Get back to the surface. 2 points of experience until we hit level 2. Let's just make sure that's actually copper and not creeping copper coins. I mean, we would still bump it, but Let's leave that piece of rubble there for a bit, blocking, just in case we need it tactically at some point. Hmm. So let's see. This is actually pretty good for us if we don't get paralyzed by that floating eye. Wait, is that his bull roar? That's actually not as good for us. Let's pick up this cloak. Can we? I would really like to drag bull roar up to the next level, but the paladin's coming. Let's let him come. Get into melee. Pull him up the stair if he will come. He will. Nice. Okay. Didn't drop anything. Oh well. Yeah, average brass lantern. That's pretty unusual, I've found, for a singleton brass lantern to be average. Or, I mean, it's still more than 50%, but a lot of the time. One more turn, come up with the kobold. So the goal here is to pull bull roar. I don't really want to waste magic missile, even though it will recharge, but I guess I should. Let's just melee him once here. He tried to steal from us and failed. Okay. Our light's growing faint, so we're going to have to switch back to a torch soon. Should probably drag now. As we're a lazy device character, we're really not going to be that strong early. Hearing a door burst open. Oh, yep. So there's something to the south of us coming. Let's fight it on the upstairs then. Alright, we'll switch back to the other torch. Okay. Level 3. I'm still a bit leery. Normally I try to take the Thieves Quest pretty early, but I'm playing a kind of character that does need to be a little careful this time, as I've said. Icky things do have an item drop chance, so they are better than they kind of seem, but let's pull. Which one is damaged? That one. Nice. So you can see right now a huge amount of our power is coming from that aura of electricity doing some damage for us. Yeah, 1d2 plus 2, it's not very much, but in this stage of the game, especially when our melee is so bad, only 7 damage per round, if we even hit, it really does matter. It does help a lot. Let's go back to town and sell off our torches, buy some fuel for the lantern. We won't equip it just yet, just to save a few turns, because we're in town in the day. Darn, so the shop's rotated, we no longer have that 50% off cure critical, which is really what I was hoping for. The phase door is still here though, and the cheap recall will be nice at some point. It would be nice to have a little bit more, but we can just... Yeah, I don't think we can actually take the Thieves Quest yet. Well, we do have the Wand of Missile. Only 3% fail chance. Alright. Let's handle the scrawny hordes. Get that down. So here's the entrance to the first quest from the first town. This could be a big mistake. So let's read Scroll of Light. So the bandits, which are the higher level ones, start off in the 2 rooms. One's already melee with us, which isn't great. Let's back up. We just leveled up there from the experience of being hit, I think. He stole some coins, so this one's a rogue. So we want to zap that bandit at range. We got him. That's the other bandit we want to also zap at range, while the other rogue melees us and hopefully dies in the doing. And that's just the last novice rogue, so we should be pretty good here. Yeah, he attacked us and died, so we completed the quest. Those are all the items. Let's go get a reward from the mayor over here. Yeah, it's always, well, for most characters, it's a longsword. Usually magical. Sometimes, if you're lucky, it ends up being better. The next quest is the Warg quest on the 5th floor of the Stronghold dungeon right here that we started off in. Let's sell that average club. We don't really need it. Sell the short sword. Sell one of the arrows to see if they're enchanted. They are. Nice. Good thing we only sold one. We don't need an average robe probably. Yeah. This filthy rag is almost certainly awful. Yeah, just got rid of that. We'll wear the cloak. We'll wear the boots. It's possible some of this stuff will be cursed, unfortunately. But I'm willing to take a small risk right now. I know the shop is stocked on Remove Curse. We have a little bit of money now. And so we can buy a Potion of Cure Critical. We should probably do that. And then maybe a Potion of Teleportation. Word of Recall would also be okay. And then 2 more Phase Door. Nice. That will help me. Those inscriptions I just put on those items will help me avoid fat fingering, mostly. I was just turning off my microphone, had a little cough. Okay. Newt, so this is all pretty easy, even though our damage is pretty bad. We also don't know the quality of this longsword, so we'll have to see about that. We're just looking for downstairs, mostly. We're a little weak for the board quest right away, so it wouldn't be bad to dawdle a tiny bit. We're pretty close to level 5 after all. You feel the club is cursed, the sword is enchanted, cloak is average, boots are average. Okay. So we probably don't need that club. Let's set it to auto-destroy, but then actually I just want to manipulate something in the auto-destroy. The temporary at the bottom. So what I actually want is pick up items and then leave average, common, weapon, common shooters, average. Later on we'll change this to being more aggressive. We'll destroy stuff. But right now we actually will want to sell these relatively useless items. We should also use our detect devices power before we leave floors or when we enter them to try to target good areas to find devices. The depth 3 of the stronghold. Yeah, that is what we want. We'll pick up all items for now. When we get later into the game, not that much later, we'll switch. A stack of lanterns is actually kind of nice because we can sell them for reasonable value, and because it's a stack, I know they're not going to be enchanted. Kill some jackals. Easy, but very little XP. It does count, though. So we have 2 downstairs. Let's check them both out. Pick up those lanterns, and let's see what this entrance looks like, too. What do we got here? This isn't so bad. We want to pull the ranger first, though. Ooh, we just leveled. So we get a stat increase. I'm going to take strength here for our melee damage. And we just got cursed. What got cursed? Our body armor. It drains us. That's actually super dangerous. Because it means it'll occasionally damage us, which right now could actually kill us. Probably not anymore, since we just leveled a little bit, but we should get out of here. Got some more pseudo ID. How much would he offer for all of this? No, not enough. We will get rid of the 10 bolts though. We don't need 10 bolts when we have a bunch of magical stuff to throw. I think part of the reason he's offering so little is that lazy folks, I think, get a bad shopkeep modifier for sell and buy. Although Demigod Z should make up for a lot of that, and then some. I would like another Cure Critical Wounds. We only have the one, which could get blown up, or we'll need more than one. And I want to know what Scroll of Identify looks like, so I'm going to buy one of those. And let's, we could drop this other, right. Let's rest up. Yeah, drains HP from you, that's the effect. We want to identify these devices of ours. Okay, object detection isn't that useful. I kind of like it more than most people do though. Let's try to identify our wand, slow monster. Again, not that useful, but it might actually be worth it for us to keep. Oh no, but we need to buy some remove curse, so we'll just get rid of that. It'll sell pretty well. So, a cure critical and a remove curse, very nice. And now, we know that, oh, we don't actually know that our soft studded leather armor is uncursed, but I'm going to wear it anyways. Slightly risky, and sell the old one, because it's what we started with, it's fully identified, so it'll sell actually for quite a bit, more so than an unidentified item, even a pseudo-ID'd one. So, sell one of each of these so that we learn the true value, and then sell the stacks. Although I don't think that changed anything there, he wasn't cheating us. And I don't really want this main gouch. It's an average. Oh, we do have an enchanted body armor. Very nice. So it wasn't cursed, it was in fact good. A couple of breeding monsters here. Want to take those out quickly. Demigod of Zeus is pretty good at handling that because the retaliation of electricity is really good against groups of very weak monsters. Yeah, that's what I thought. One of the unique dogs. So hopefully this guy will give us... I'm going to step it on the stair, even though it lets him get a turn on us. Okay, that was not a wanted corpse this time, unfortunately. And he did not drop his amulet. Each of the 3 dogs of Farmer Maggot has a unique collar amulet. That's kind of nice early game usually. Okay, let's wield this single stack and try to activate it. Alright! It is, in fact, a single stack Ego Lantern. Actually, I want to call it that works. Okay, good. Just making sure. Those recharge very quickly, those activations. Oh, the illumination activation. Rat things are actually kind of dangerous. I'm going to zap at it. They're fast. Yeah, see, we did take some good damage there. Close that door. Rest for 40 turns. Let's try resting again. The brass lantern is excellent. Yeah, we knew that. Okay, let's take out that breeder before he goes off. Do we know about a downstair on this level? No, we do not. So let's keep looking. So the next floor will be, here we go, let's rest a full, the Warg quest floor. Now I'm not playing with with Iron Man small levels, but it is possible for this to be a small level anyways. I don't think it is. Alright, so a couple wargs down. I don't want to commit suicide, I want to look at the quests. So, yeah, we've killed 2 of the 16. We don't want to get too far from our stair here, because the wargs are fast. In fact, we should just heal right now. White Harpy is pretty weak. Zog and a warg, so this is actually a little dangerous, but again, we have a stair, so it's not going to be that bad. And the warg cannot be pulled because he's a quest monster, so he has to stay on this floor. Let's pull the Zog, though, for sure. Nice. That's good. Stack of Identify is really helpful for a Scrollmaster. Let's also try Identify Device on some stuff that we found. Excellent. Scroll treasure detection is trash, but whatever. Yeah, let's throw the club. Clubs are actually decent throwing weapons. The mace is not, but we'll throw it anyways. Same with the brass lantern. Now I'll pass a turn. I didn't really want to throw a one of my nice arrows. And that's what they're for, but it didn't seem necessary there. So yeah, see, he got a double attack on us because of his high speed. Or actually he gets a bite and a claw, maybe. Was that a, it bites, it bites? No. So there's one warg up in the corner there. There's a scroll of a type we don't know, so we want to check what that is. Rotting corpses are kind of annoying because they do poison. There are multiple wargs in this room, so we actually do need to be a little careful. Let's get back to our stair. Or towards it, anyways. Close that door. Oh, it's a broken door, I see. Let's rest up here. The "you feel your luck is turning" message indicates to me that there's not too much dangerous on the floor besides the wargs, and we've gotten a lot of those. It would be a more dramatic message, or dangerous sounding message, if we were actually, if there were some nastier things on the level with the wargs. So that's a good sign for us. It would be nice for us to have a good message because of good items on the floor, but on a floor that's already going to be slightly dangerous for a lazy character, I'm happy just to not have to worry about Mugosh and a big band of kobolds or something hiding and getting aggroed. This is not trap detected area, so I don't really want to step away from places that I know are safe from traps if I don't have to, because paralysis could just end our game very quickly. I do want to pick up a scroll of trap detection, because Scrollmasters, well, first of all, it's kind of useful early game, although you can debate that, but Scrollmasters in particular are really good at taking advantage of it because they often preserve low-level scrolls on use. So let's identify these devices here. Door stair location. Good. I'd like those to be at R2, or maybe just at 2, but whatever, I'll be consistent. Identify the wand, magic missile. Nice. That's handy. And let's see if there's any other devices on the floor. No. Make sure that's not creeping silver coins. PosChengband does teach these paranoid habits sometimes, although it can be hard to keep them up over the long term. Alright, taking a little damage, let's retreat and identify this thing. Nice. Word of recall is good. We're not going to use these scrolls of treasure detection probably, but I will still give them a label, just because I'm currently overwriting their label, their key, with the inscription for my identifies. They're currently on the I slot, but I force identify scrolls to be on I. How many of the wargs are left on the warg quest? We should have gotten most of them. We have killed 14, so there are 2 guys left on this floor. We can always leave the level because the quest monsters will respawn when the level, if we re-enter the level, so they might reappear closer to us, but I'm just going to go hunt for them, I think. Might have to read door and stair location though, in order to find the hidden door that's protecting them. Let's do that. There's the door, or a door. Yeah, this looks promising. Let's step back because he's faster speed, and that worked. In fact, he took 2 steps, but no attacks. We should be able to, yes, perfect, attack here and then get adjacent to this guy. Nice. Strength again. Let's go down a little bit, but we should recall soon. Novice Archer, Zog. Okay. We can kill these things. I just wanted to make sure they weren't uniques. Bullroar is still alive after all. We never actually killed him. I'm going to use the autopather to try to find the upstairs that we came down from originally. Well, we could always take this one. And it doesn't go to a new floor. Okay, we're finally at level 10. We got our recharging power. So that's actually pretty handy. We can use our mana to recharge any of our wands and staffs and what have you. Right now it would be Wand of Magic Missile. See if you dropped anything in the... Oh, that was a Goomba, not a ration of food. Oops. Want to go up this way, around the corner. I don't like meleeing those guys because they like to drain dexterity. It's not that big of a problem, but it is kind of a pain. Okay, cool. Looks like we're mostly out. Detect Invisible is really bad scroll because it only detects for that turn. It doesn't let you see invisible for a long time. So yeah, sometimes you can use it to know where someone is and flee them, or know where someone is and shoot spells or arrows at the tile they might have been on. And that does sometimes save your ass, but usually it does not. The potions of resist heat and resist cold usually sell at really high amounts, yeah. So we're going to sell some of those, not all of them, because we do want to keep a couple around that we might need to quaff. I use the capital C later on for something else, usually for curing, but it's still kobold corpses today, and we still haven't found and gotten the corpse from a regular old kobold. It's kind of surprising. We've fought some, but they haven't dropped. It's partly because of our aura, which is a little bit bad. So we can wear the leather gloves. We have average soft leather boots, so we should... Oh, that's just another pair of average soft leather boots. I thought we had hard leather boots. So we'll just sell those. Sell all these bad lanterns for ordinary lanterns. We don't need 24 rations of food, although we are going to probably do a trip around the world before too long. Drop some clubs. Okay, that's not bad. Now we can try to stock up on some stuff. I would really like to get a lot of cure critical wounds. I'd like to get a remove curse, or even a heavy remove curse, although that's a long way off, just to keep in the house. So let's get 1 remove curse for the house. Let's see what's at the black market also. Okay, there's some stuff we could want here. We'll obviously want more scrolls of teleportation. some scrolls of identify, word of recall. Oops, pardon me. And detect monsters. I'll probably buy at least one detect monsters right now, just so that we know what it looks like at a distance, and hopefully we'll preserve it when we first use it, although we're low enough level that that's not very likely. There's a decent chance though. Nothing interesting in the black market. So we primarily want cure critical. Just let's get 10 of those. And then some scrolls of teleportation. Maybe 6. Can we do? Yeah. And then a scroll phase door. 2. Excellent. And then 2 flasks of oil. Let's drop the remove curse off at our house. That's just for being stored there. We don't need to carry that. It is sometimes kind of nice to carry, but it's just hard to justify right now. Now we should maybe recharge our wand. Okay, whatever. We can do that later, or let it recharge over time. Night just fell. It's not a very good time for opening up the other towns on the world map, so I guess we'll go back into Stronghold for a bit. Oh no, this is a small kobold. I was hoping for a regular one for the bounty. Oh, Frieza didn't die before. Ah, okay, I misunderstood then. So we do have a wanted corpse. That was a spiked pit trap, okay. So let's turn this in, get some potions of curing. We really should drop off some of our rations of food, actually. It's going to contribute to slowing us down. It's just too heavy. We don't need to carry that many, especially if we're not anywhere near planning to do a wilderness trip. We're kind of near to wanting to, we just don't want to do it at night. Because ambushes are more frequent and worse at night, even on the road. And we're going to want to open some dungeons on the way to the next town, which would take us off-road. It's just a risk there's no reason to take right now. If we were a stronger character, maybe. Although you can still sometimes get gibbed. If we were a warrior or something, could fight our way through a lot of it. I guess I should put on a little bit of a movement delay. I usually play with 2. So you can see the yellow light explode. So we are getting a little deep, well, not really. We're at level 6 right now, but we will. Okay, I just wanted that guy, that disenchanter eye down. We avoided its gaze. So if we get into melee with these guys, hopefully they will zap themselves instead of spending every turn magic missile casting at us. The robe in our pack is enchanted, that's handy. So let's identify some of what we've got. Heroism is handy, for sure. Speed, very nice. That auto-inscribed? Yeah, it did. And then the wand. Heal monster. Not really useful, obviously. It can situationally be useful if you have allies. So I will keep the first one around. Archetypes almost always spawn in groups. Yeah, and here they did in fact spawn in groups. Anything else in this room? No. Okay, we can just pound this all down. So we have no room for some stuff. Let's see what this wand is. Okay, fine. I'll drop both wands of Heal Monster. We don't really need them. I'd rather get some other stuff unidentified. Don't need to average Filthy Rag. These broken swords are probably terrible. Well, not terrible in the in the good sense of a cursed ego item. You didn't describe that properly. Oh, this is actually a little too short. I'm gonna actually restart the game real quick so that I can see the Z item in my inventory. So hard leather boots is better than our soft leather boots, and they're average, so let's wear those, drop the bad ones. Wear the cap. It could be cursed, but we do have a remove curse in the house already, just in case. Okay, that's fine. We immediately auto-identified, or pseudo-identified, the new one is the same quality as the old. We have some garbage to sell, so let's go back to town. Broken sword is average. Yeah, not surprising. Sometimes they're better. Our leather cap is average. Again, not surprising, but fine. It was a slot we had nothing for before, so strict upgrade. Alright, let's see if there are scrolls of Identify here, and or a staff of Identify. There are the scrolls. There is the staff. Cool. So I will be more okay with using our Identify scrolls here on equipment. Nice elemental protection. +5, nice. Oh, we're actually wearing a Filthy Rag by accident. I fucked up. Well, so we don't know what this is protection of, because we need the more powerful version of Identify later on. In fact, there's an argument... No, the AC on that's actually pretty good too. There's sometimes an argument for wearing good armor class and leaving a resistance hole in the very early game, but in this case it's not. The robe was good enough. That's alright. We have 2 hard leather caps, sell one of those. Sell the boots. Sell the average cutlass. Our light is glowing faint. Fill it up. So, we definitely can clear some slots if we need to. The broken sword is almost certainly trash. Yeah, it was. It always feels bad when it ends up having been something you should have kept, but... Alright, we have 4 scrolls of Word of Recall. We can just pick up more critical wounds. And teleport. Alright, spend the rest on critical wounds. Oop, I should have gotten the slightly cheaper one. Oh well. I did for the second time around. So we don't have a ton of free slots right now. We could drop resist heat or resist cold, but I want to keep those around for particular early uniques that use heat and cold. Wormtongue, Agent of Saruman, likes to throw Bolt of Cold. And there's a... what's the name? There's a unique warrior that has fire-branded attacks. So basically just exploring Stronghold until we either clear it or get to daytime. And in daytime we're set off to open Angband, the Orc Caves, the Moravant Town, the Telmora Town. Do some of the Telmora Arena. Yeah, fear is so important in PosChengband, both for, against monsters and for yourself. Finding another stack of Identify scrolls was pleasant there too. Maybe Wolf will drop his amulet. He did. How nice. Let's wear it immediately. You feel the amulet is special. Yeah, obviously. He can't drop any items except for that one artifact amulet. So I could have read Word of Recall to get deeper into the dungeon. We might have even preserved it. But it's pretty fast to descend. On foot anyways right now. Soon we're going to start auto-destroying lanterns because we have enough. We're getting towards the point of cash flow where that's less critical. Alright, yeah, we're just not going to take this level. There's some invisible breeders that got woken up by shriekers. We need to find another way down. Oh, let's also detect devices, just in case. Some priests behind us. I'm also playing with virtues on, because I kind of like virtues. They do some cute things at times. Even though they are very, very spammy with their messages. Novice Archer, I was sort of hoping it would be Robin Hood, because we can probably fight him right now. And he's on our wanted monster list. I should have picked up trap detection though. If it was even stocked. The Greater Hell Beast. We don't really want to fight that right now. It's a joke monster. We could get some weapon training in, I think. But most weapon training comes from killing things, so it would be pretty slow anyways. Riding training would be better, but we're not a riding class. Radiation Eye can drain our strength. So we want to take that guy out first. The yellow light will wake things up if you're near it when it explodes, but that's not an issue right now. Okay. Now the novice Minecrafters are, again, they can sometimes be dangerous, especially in very large groups, because they can cast Confuse, but these baby Minecrafters don't cast intelligently. They just choose a random spell of theirs. Potion of Salt Water, auto-destroying. Those are usually completely useless, but not... Ooh, okay, we have to actually be careful here. That's Mugash. Let's get to the stair. And go up. Okay, we can probably fight him, but I don't really want to burn speed, but we actually might have to. Let's just quaff heroism and speed and go down there and kill him. Or maybe just heroism? We can also try to pull some of his posse. Like that. And then go up and heal. Space monster. Obviously, as you can see, they look like empty squares. Tiles. Yeah, no large kobolds here. We actually might be able to do this. Ooh, wow, that was a bad turn. Okay, let's just try to kill his friends and then get out. Keep depriving him of allies and neighbors. Okay, we should drop some stuff so that we're not getting -1 speed. Okay, let's rest up. Quaff heroism and go down. We miss. He is zapped. Okay, we got him. Let's go up. Rest. Kill him at range. The amulet is probably not going to be better than the amulet that we already got from the dog. Let's wear the ring. Hopefully it's not bad. Ooh, that looked like it affected our stats. Yeah. Dex and maybe strength too. No, just Dex. It does other stuff too, maybe. Okay, time to go back home. The ring you're wearing is excellent. Yep, figured that part out already. Bull roar again. Okay, we got him. Nice. Let's drop the cloak then. Use that to pick up this. Cool. Draw some average stuff so that we can pick up potentially better stuff that Bull Roar dropped. Go back to town. Identify and sell stuff. Hopefully it'll be morning soon so that we can sell, or so that we can travel. And actually I'll probably will cut this video soon and then start another one. Just so that they're somewhat manageable size. We actually want a different stairwell up, one where we already know the route. We'll wield that. It's a nice little trick sometimes when you want to carry just one more thing. Sometimes if you have an empty slot, you can just wear it. Okay. Still not daytime. What's the game time? Game day 2. Okay, it's dawn, I think. Our melee damage is pretty bad. +7 to accuracy and only +1 to damage on our Thieves' Quest sword. That's pretty bad. A longsword Thieves' Quest. It's just the naming inscription. So we want to identify these enchanted things that we'll be selling. It's always nice when your mental focus preserves the scroll. It just feels good. So sell the armors. Wear the gloves. Sell the average gloves we'd previously been wearing. Sell one of the bolts. Okay, they are ordinary, so we'll just sell all of them. 15 potions of resist cold. Those we can definitely drop a bunch of. Like 12 of them for a ton of money. Excellent. Alright, are we too late for the kobolds? Not that tiny a bit, but still a damn shame. We don't need flasks of water. Why are you picking up? I meant potion, not scroll. I'm going to leave that as is for now. I do kind of want to know what this amulet does. The second amulet. Let's wear it briefly. Oh, our ring activates or something. It's not clear what for, though. I guess we can see what type of amulet this is. Oh, nice. How did we... Okay, yeah. I didn't know that there'd been a change for us to fully identify the elemental amulet. Unless we just got lucky. Maybe we got lucky from a knowledge virtue or something like that. Double elemental amulet is not the worst, although we're not going to wear it right now. Wolf is still better. We also probably don't really need these arrows anymore. Just going to drop them here for now. Maybe leave one potion of speed at home just in case our inventory gets wrecked. We'll have one that we can pick up. Don't need as many flasks of oil. Actually, we might if we're going to do the trip around the world soon. Okay, that looks pretty good. We have enough word of recall. Well, not that many. That maybe I should just be using it. However, it is slightly riskier to use word of recall than to walk because you won't enter a level by a stair. Oh right, I wanted to check on scrolls of trap detection. Because they're really cheap and we can preserve them easily as a Scrollmaster. Get that cheap word of recall too. Good. We don't need Scroll of Light. Oh, we didn't preserve the Thief Quest one anyways. That's fine then. Okay, get some of these cheapos. Definitely. Maybe one restore life levels for the house. Yeah, let's just get some stuff to put in the house. Just in case the stores are not being accommodating with what they stock later on, which is definitely a thing they like to do. Alright, okay, I'm gonna make a cut here.